I'm surprised about what happened in Parliament. And it only reaffirms my stance that the as a parliament as an institution, out to leave the usefulness. Yes, the relevance in the essence as you harvested from in the course of our democratic journey. We are not getting. That is why I now make Facebook me say Oko Parliament and because of extreme partisan politics, the partisan activism in the house number toxic. Full of peddlers and dealers of transactional politics. Politics are they are free. But baby, the interest of the ordinary Ghanaian matter the most, You will not get any of these parliamentarians looking up for any Ghanaian. And Nema actors are our politics more. Normally you look out for values, principles, and other qualities in a leader. Who say those things will come to bear. The captain, what set you improve for you will never find it. So then that might even give you that particular energy to question why people work with the prefix honorable. Do they even deserve it? Because if you don't have integrity, you are a dishonest person. I don't think I will use the word honorable. So when you want to say in our parliament, sometimes you want to person will be say, "I am Kunyana or Motitesono na your honorable, and I say Nipa na Titesono, and I honorable no," because the integrity is not there.
What's say?
Me say, relative to behavior, and then near more than a dinner. So what's the honorable no Parliament House now? You want to find out whether Nkunyana is or Nipa Titesono na your honorable, and I say Nipa no Motiti Nkunyana na your honorable.
My man there,
Captain, because baby a genius is here. So the facet of the entire Ghanaian society, we are all screaming for your first economic redemption. The entire nation is tooling for some form of redemption, and you're not calling on our external creditors. Say, pardon internally, here for pensioners and as for we are asking them say sacrifice it. And the argument and the discussion has always been one, calling on government to downsize size of government. So our response to me, but you have no opportunity to go to Parliament and ensure say yes, I did na yanti abano so president na say onya. You use the opportunity nti we ni so a. Na enam say business as usual, transactional na man for their personal way you know. Yetime hwe nipa anim upon all the conversations and the many concerns raised by Ghanaians no. Ya tu ni nyina to atwene. Na ye di ye yafunu di ebedi achi. Captain, that is where issue no at this particular point in time. But the question that somebody will be asking is why will a nation go to the polls and elect a foolish government and expect the opposition, say opposition will be trying to mitigate the destructive effect of that particular foolish government? The idea be a burden of responsibility. At this point, it's obvious, President Akufo-Addo no, the heart is hardened, very so irredeemable. So that is the point at Ghana for Abedru. So that burden of responsibility has now shifted to the opposition in Parliament. Okay, President in the now the burden of responsibility has shifted to the opposition. So at this point in time, more numbers. And say mitigating the destructive effect of this particular government. Use your numbers and ensure you check government, And that is enormous. But Captain, anytime the minority in Parliament will seize the opportunity, they prefer going transactional. I started with appointment of your friend approval of the ministers. Yet the minority has a radio soon. Moving from one radio station to TV, so kasa bebre in the end, they went there and passed them. The Nipa are most vilified. Man for free say only what it takes to be there, at the end of the day, she got the numbers higher than any other person.
That's right.
Good. In this particular instance, Abraham Champon, an involvement in the Ayawaso West Wagon election key and is highlighted. The commissioner he was indicted by the committee and the report the involvement in Zugunum, nobody can discount it. We are talking about a person under his instruction, a supporter of the NDC at Ayawaso West Wagon, ye prana and a boy, ne nine assay, order them, Nancy Akramenyaso to me 90. And this all corners will give you this guy a passer. What are you telling guy now? I don't know busia for there, the name of washer them, You are telling them, say, I'm an idiot. That is what you are telling them. So going forward, will you expect somebody to say, oh, Kuni home for your party? When at the end of the day, you can sacrifice people for your personal and selfish gains and so forth. So that burden of responsibility, Ghana for expect to say minority betting because that particular burden of responsibility, Captain, you can't shake it all when it becomes the only way out. Meaning, okay, September 11th, US attack Nisi, who's the place in there for? First one, echo hit the southern part of the tower.
That's right.
The other one, the north. The other one, echo your friends, a Pentagon. That is the north side. Last one, no, na echo no. A United Flight 93. Passengers not on board, no more at the course on the ground. So they told themselves, and they say, "Man, Crawford, they play we are called Pim White House and now, baby, they never play them." Because at that point in time, that burden of responsibility, shifted from America as a country to few 44 passengers in the plane.
That's right.
Because at that point in time, there was no way America was going to down those planes. America. Because down at the end of the day, the destructive consequences, are so high. So those individuals, they shall say you phone friend, or we are not a friend, you fear. Now I catch and I love you. That is the end of it. Some people are hijacking the plane, and they make sure say they use fire extinguisher, invaded the cockpit, fought them, and ensure say that particular plane will not go to the destination. Or no, we am a plane crash here, or Pennsylvania. And then among all the planes, you see. Your friends have flight 993 memorial for them. People go there to your friends exalt them because of the legacy they left behind. That is the burden of responsibility you can never shake when it becomes the only way out. That is the responsibility the minority look in the faces of Ghanaians. Because you see, at this point, I can't just say government in India. I send a book at Neza. Nakuma wa prim nakuma tisa faro. We are here. So the fact that Ghanaians went to the polls and elected a foolish government, the burden of that responsibility has not shifted.
Ghanaians went to the poll to elect a
foolish government because the government are amenable to wisdom, reason. So that burden of responsibility has now shifted to the minority in parliament. With your numbers, help us quash and mitigate, contain the destructive tendencies of this particular government. You go there and you engage in transactional politics as business as usual, as if nothing has happened. That is the matter we are talking about. Maybe I have listened to a lot of arguments. Because this party, like yes, party or MPs in line. You don't need to write a letter, issue it publicly. That was wrong. But the question you should be asking yourself as an MP going to vote and say, direction party is it reasonable? Does it resonate with the many concerns being raised by Ghanaians? Because position in our party, what does it is the same concern that is being raised by Ghanaians. So at the end of the day, as a person, we are reasonable, you don't just become emotional. And I said, the enemy can't change in leadership in as a forum. All these things are inconsequential. Because the fact you need to look at it, first you look at the economic health of the country. You look at the prevailing circumstances as at now, we are in China begging them to pass us a mercy card. And you know what we are doing? Asking our bilateral, your external creditors, your defaulted pensioners and then for the music now on the line. These are the realities underpinning Ghana's situation. It's not as if Obi is faking anything and as one casa win. These are the realities. And one of the ways I bet me as I put you brakes, I stop a government, and they say, Captain, making sure say I ban say on downsize it. We use our power to ensure say downsize it, but in the end, you are in bed with government and ensuring say you pass this individual, then where lies your credibility? Because there are a lot of Ghanaians who believe, say, because their government, there is a certain goodwill that has been given to the opposition, hoping, say, maybe they could do something differently. If you do this, at the end of the day, power, the whole essence of political power leadership is about the trust and the confidence citizens repose in that government. And at any point in time, you cannot find that trust, confidence, and integrity, that particular government, that particular entity becomes useless. So the question is, with this particular thing, will people still have trust and confidence? That is the question you should be asking yourself. But Makacho said, people don't care. It is about transactional policy. You see, the essence of leadership in this particular town is highly misconstrued. I don't know. Now, Kura Utima, Obi Wabien, he thinks that is enough for him to be Panini. to be a leader. Yes, that is enough for the person to be playing leader. Yes, that is it. So you see people rising to leadership position, playing leaders without responsibility because he doesn't even understand. And you see, now I'm building a certain culture of ethics, principle, new values in our politics. I know that we all become loose cannons. There will be no positive outcome in this particular politics. Because Obia seem to be doing, and you see, over the years, we've been sitting here and we've been complaining about penny for captain. Sometimes leadership need new. It is not about the person. Because I have seen a lot of young guys who have been given position, hoping say they will do things differently. Typical example is the GFA. Look at them, the way young people are managing the place. But look at the GFA and the way football is being managed in this particular country. Has in the Kotokwa winning more in the past, and on a year and the teams, Titia Pansam to say we, Kotokwa, young guy, Yakofana. Your friends yes, uncle manage Kotoko in the for about 2 years ago. You are 1.0 wine. Go and look at the current state of Kotoko. Unkwana, as I'm crying, they're behaving like told them fighting people and as for other Kotoko Bobo Kumase will be a campus of a stadium because of poor leadership. The same thing has to do with the Accra House of Folk. The same thing. Penyiniba radio so no kasa asa bi asa akra de kasa boom 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 boom. It just know the day na supporters ni buafu. So leadership abe problem. Abe a problem we kroma say. So until say be make conscious effort as people. Na you rise above extreme partisan activism. Na you who say yes I belong to party but adwen Nyankopon de ma me as a human being going forward there me de be ya adwuma. But captain what na say bisa won say yeah, representational democracy. To Obama, MP, some parliament to Obama. What is the essence of doing secret voting? Does it make sense? You see, democracy, exactly, because you are not supposed to be a coward. Because if you are voting for somebody, you should have the principle, the courage to defend why. In America, that's what it happens.
Yes.
In the US, you call attack the same September 11th, there was this call from Bush or declare war on the country. I know one parliament, a senator, as a matter of principle, she voted no. We are not for a threaten or death emails and then but I say no. Yes, attack Americano. Only from my way so there. But until I see a proof that there was indeed sponsored by the country, I will not vote yes for the war. That is your principal position. Bisa say secret voting in Yansa Ben the woman at this particular point in time. Democracy because I'm taking decision, me representing Nipa. My people should know who I'm voting for and the brain, the wisdom behind why I'm doing. But if you don't have the courage to defend your decision, what is your essence as an MP? So and parliament business because they have the options. Vote voice in this era where you woman. Who say we are TM Kasa and I say win TM Kasa. So all these practices we need to consign them to the dustbin and look at way forward. Imagine your friends said the emergent practices in a bit deep in the ties of democracy. These are some of the things that we need to avail our mind to. Why should people be engaging in secret balloting? For the end, let people rise up, count them, and let them have the courage to go to their constituents, face them and explain to them why they have voted A, B, C, D. These are some of the things that we should be advocating for. But sadly enough, your media, and I'm saying, emotions and Captain is true. Your friend is saying, a partisan way now. And I say there is a fact. Yes, tell me other issues. But the fact is that majority, especially the so-called the mainstream media, these are people who are supposed to take the responsibility of political education and speak to the truth to the people. Now your mom wanted the equasi. Now your ankasa kra na is setting up your friends a pace, because elsewhere, media play a crucial role. You do your survey, you do your research, you look at other practices elsewhere. Now, what actual situation to see how feasible those things are in your context and how you better move on. So democracy and like a constitution, it's a living document that I grow from A, B, C, depending on the prevailing your friends' circumstances. But yeah, they are also rigid. and they take center back na yet actually because system no a favor obia, so the media will be making noise on some of this NDC way issue whereby within the week, I'm for the next week. Because that is one of the motivation why these people did what they did. Because when them say, Ghana for the kasa, ya kasa baby, ya mo kasa we are ombejai, and those things will go.
Oh, I know a first deputy speaker of parliament, Krakachne, said, I Ghana for you, but no more politicians, no, kasa baby, no more yakit.
You see,
he said it.
Yes, I heard it. Yes. And you see, that is highly responsible. Because in any serious jurisdiction, you can't be making such reckless comment. Because at the end of the day, you are telling us a nipa na yati form na yeha no yenim nyansa.
Senior champion, you have a sanity. So I'm unfortunate to have to add you to these rules.